What's up, guys? Welcome back to CountyLine TV. It's actually been like 3 days since I talked to you guys. I took a couple days off. Fight me. Anyway, today what I really need to do is something that I've been wanting to do for a really long time, and that's build some like toe plates that I like. I don't like the kind that you just slap on the ground and shove up against your wheels. I don't feel like that's the best way to get, super accurate or whatever. What I'm gonna do isn't gonna be as accurate as an alignment machine or as like quick trick or anything, but it's gonna be better than slapping them on the ground, I think. And it'll also give you a better opportunity to get your camber pretty well dialed from side to side as well, without just eyeballing it. So I'm gonna actually do a quick sketch for you guys of what I want to do, and then we'll go out there and we'll make this sketch come to life. So let me move you guys so you can see what I'm working with here. Can you see that all right? Can you see that? Thanks. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a piece of, this is square tubing. Not very square, I know. And I'll cut both sides. Just a little notch for your measuring tapes, and then I'll have a bar that goes up like this of 1-inch square tubing as well, and it's gonna have a slot, and I'm probably gonna use like a bolt going through here with a couple of tack welds to keep it in place. I don't want to do a lot of welding because that'll warp your bottom piece and your top piece and stuff, so I don't want to weld a whole bunch on it. But and then on the back side it'll have like little forks that go up like this and grab onto the wheel, and then on the same thing, this slot will have some forks on a plate that go down, grab the lip of the wheel, and I'll have a cam latch on the outside of the slot. That way you can just slide it down to where it's grabbing the wheel, use the cam latch to latch it, and then do the same thing on the other side. And so you'll have your tapes for reading your toe, and then you'll be on the wheel, so this bar that we don't weld on very much, that way it's good and straight and true, you can put a digital angle finder on it and be able to actually read your camber. So that's what we're going to do. Super rough sketch, I know, but you guys, you'll get the point. When it comes to life, you'll know exactly what this sketch was supposed to be. So let's get out to the garage and do it. Well, I have good news and I have bad news. Bad news, we don't have nearly as much 1-inch square tubing as I thought, and so I have to go get some, which I can't do today because I don't have time. So this video is not going to come out on time. It's going to come out a day late. And that sucks, but whatever. Sorry. Some good news, sneak peek. I have a side skirt that's going to cover up the ugly on my Corvette, so I don't have to repair those aperture panels, however you pronounce that word. Mint. I'd rather cover it up than have to fiberglass all that. I am gonna have to fiberglass some things on this car. This corner of my hatch is chewed up, so I'm gonna have to refiberglass that. And then I think I'm gonna try to fiberglass this bumper, even though I think it's ABS plastic. I'm gonna try to fiberglass these holes up or something, because I can't find a good price on C5 rear bumper that's not destroyed. And this, I want to take the exhaust that runs out the sides of the bumper down there. Hopefully you can see that. I couldn't see the screen. I want to run that out the back where it's supposed to come out, and I want to get rid of those wing holes or get a new one. I'd like to buy KBD, but just money. Anyway, enough jibber jabber, enough talking.
The Crook Corporation.
Hi, I need to place an order for some metal.
Okay, let me get somebody to help you.
Alrighty. That's loud. Rip the headphone user, sorry. Hi, I need to get about 8 feet of 1-inch square tubing, like 1/8 inch wall. James Baldwin.
Okay, it'll be tomorrow before I get that for you.
That's why I called.
Okay, alright. Do you have a credit card number you'd like to put this on, or?
Sure, I can do that.
Okay.
How much is it gonna be?
You're probably around $20.
Okay, that's not bad. Cool.
Okay, I'll have it anytime after 7:30 tomorrow.
All right, I'll come get it tomorrow then. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
That puts my grand total on price of this project at about probably $50 or $60 with a cheap digital angle finder. So I am not mad about that. That's like way cheaper than like Quick Trick, and way better, in my opinion, than the plates that you just throw on the ground and slam up against your wheel. And I'm not worried about damaging wheels. It's not why I say that. The only reason I say that is because like you can't measure camber like that, and you can't get, I don't think, as accurate with your toe either. So what I'm doing is a little bit better. IMO, in my opinion. Reason I really need to do this right now is because my dad's car, we just did coils, rear arms, angle kit all at once. So like if we were to put that thing on the ground right now, A, it wouldn't move because the coilovers come shipped really short so that they fit in a smaller box. So the car, like its subframes would just be sitting on the ground, so it wouldn't move. But so we need to adjust its ride height. But once we get the ride height set, then we have to adjust like everything. We have to do toe, front and rear, and then camber in the rear, and the camber in the front's just whatever it wants to be, because that's how 350Zs are. Unless you get the super angle kit or whatever with the adjustable lowers. But I talk too much. I really do. I'm sorry. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.
4 to 6 days later.
I came way back here to the back side of the garage to talk since the AC's on up there. I'm hoping it's a little bit muffled back here, but probably not. I know that thing's loud on camera. Anyway, it's been a couple days since I talked to you guys last. I've been a irresponsible YouTuber, and I took some days off and I did some shooting and stuff that you guys can't see on this channel. And a lot of it you won't see on the other channel either. It was just me having a good time. Anyway, I did like a competitive squirrel hunt that I didn't film at all. And then we did some coyote hunting, got a coyote. So if you want to see us shoot a coyote, that'll be on the other channel very soon. Trap ratings, I'll link it in the description below. Anyway, what we're here to do on this video is start and finish building that alignment rig. I don't know what I've said and haven't said, because it's literally been that long since I've filmed for this channel. But anyway, I have the material except for the cam clamps, which I wanted to order those in metric, but they don't sell them in metric, I don't think, or at least the only metric ones I found, they do sell them in metric. The only metric ones I found were really expensive though. So I guess I'm gonna have to order them in imperial measurements or whatever. Sucks, but that's how it is sometimes. America. I don't have those, but everything else I have. So I'm gonna start cutting and welding, and you guys will see all that probably without sound because the AC's, or the heat rather, is running. So just ignore this side of the shop that I'm working in right now, because this is CJ's half, and he's been really busy here lately with he just engine swapped a G37, and he has like a roll cage, or actually 2 roll cages to make within the next, like, I don't know, month or something. And he's also been working on some of his personal cars and everything, so he's a busy guy, so we won't judge. Those came out mighty close. Happy with that. I think we have a fire. Oh dang. That's smoking an awful lot. Well, we got some paper smoldering there. Good place to employ the Crocs. So these two bars are the ones I cut at 24 inches, and they're going to be the ones that go across the bottom that have slots on the end that you can actually put your tape measures through. So I'm going to go ahead and slot the ends of both of these. Never forget, guys. Birth control first. And also don't use a grinder in your favorite cooking. As you guys saw a few clips ago, I don't even know if you can see me. Let me turn the screen around. As I was saying, as you guys saw a few clips ago, the tape measure doesn't actually fit in there. So I gotta open that up a little bit. I'm just gonna use a grinding disc and just run it through the same slot that I made with my cutoff wheel and hope it opens it up enough. Fits in there just fine. There's some metal in there that I don't like though. That was pretty violent, not gonna lie. Now I'm just gonna clean up the ends of all four pieces, these two 24 inches with the Mallet slots, and the 22 inches that are gonna be the uprights to the other side of the wheel. You'll notice I spent a little bit more time on one end of each of these shorter pipes. And that's because those are going to be the ends I weld on. And I want to make sure they're good and clean before I go trying to weld on them. Before I go welding though, I'm going to drill some holes in these for the part that holds it onto the wheel. So I'm going to do 2 holes separated on one side and 1 hole on the bottom side, closer to where it's going to be welded, because the top side, where it's 2 holes, I'm going to connect those holes and make it a slot. And that slot is going to serve for, you know, moving the top clamp down onto the lip of the wheel. So I'm going to get to that. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I don't like how offset that hole ended up. So would you freaking focus? Okay, I don't like how offset that hole ended up, so I'm actually going to go through the opposing sides and put another hole. Much better. Now I'm going to upsize my drill bit to one that's about, it'll clearance 8mm, 5/16. These are in standard, so the next size up from 5/16 is 21/64. We'll go with that, whatever. I just know that my cam clamps, I didn't want to use 1/4 inch because that just seems kind of small. And the next size up is 5/16. They're all 4 gonna look like this, just so you know. Okay, so since this is such a cheap task to make, like these, I don't know what I'm trying to say here. These things cost like $35 for everything, not including tape measures and a angle finder. So I think I'm gonna redo these and go down the street and borrow a drill press to do them next time, because these look really bad. But once I do them on a drill press, and then maybe even take these parts to work and use a mill to cut these channels. But I'm not really liking how this is turning out so far, to be honest, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish them anyway. Oh, that's not plugged in. I'm wearing birth control and I still got metal in my eye. Oh, rip, you guys can't see anything. Oh, how did that happen? Oh, probably because I'm shaking the whole rack. My bad. Wow. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Those slots turned out really bad. And I'm kind of upset about it. And I'm definitely gonna have to redo them. But I'm still gonna finish this set. We'll just call these version 1. But I will have to definitely use a mill to make those slots and make them not totally effed up. Rip to version 1. They're gonna suck. I mean, they'll probably work just fine. They're just really ugly. But I'm not happy with them, so I'm gonna redo them. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and weld these together. Well, I've got this laid out here, and this welding helmet is driving me absolutely freaking insane because it won't stay up while I'm trying to look at stuff with the naked eye. Anyway, I got this all laid out on this table here, and I'm gonna weld her out. I say weld it out like I'm actually gonna like put a lot of weld on it, but that is, oh my god, this thing is driving me insane. But that is not the case because I don't want it to. Can you see where my hand is over here? I don't want it to get all hot and warp and bend and stuff, so I'm actually just going to tack it in probably like 6 places per side or whatever. That way it is on there but doesn't like bend. That sounded like crap. But it should be Gucci. Wow, what is that about? This is like the same setting I weld on all the time. What is going on here? This metal's clean and I use these same weld settings all the time. This is weird. Oh god. This helmet is gonna make Well, the main parts of that are done now. Pretty much the only thing I have left to do is to make the parts that are going to hit the wheel and clamp it to the wheel. And that I'm just going to bend and cut a little piece of sheet metal and then pop a hole in it. That'll be it. So I'm going to find some metal to do that with. I forgot to prepare and buy something for that. My lovely assistant here, aka my camera girl, aka my wifey, who's running from the camera. Aww, aww, look at her. Aww. Here, hold the camera. Thanks. So what we have here is what I'm going to use for the metal to clamp to the wheel. I want it to be pretty thin, that way it gives before the wheel does, you know. Underneath all this dust and rust, it's actually that ugly freaking shiny primer color that everyone wants to paint their cars nowadays. It came off of that car. That's the color that car originally was. Anyway, not from Nissan obviously, but when I bought it, it was. And I hate it. I hate it almost as much as I hate the color that the hood on that car is. But today, this fender is becoming bracket material. Birth control first. Alright, I'm gonna make 2 or 3 out of that, and then it's so hot. And then I'll cut another one out of another strip. I don't think that's quite long enough to make all 4. But I'll get back to you with the finished product. This video might be getting old. Cut. Alright, we are actually getting really close to completing this project. The last thing I have to do is, you are not going to be able to see that, I'm going to use some brake cleaner and rag and clean all the oil off these bad boys. And then I'll be able to paint them. Got some flat desert tan left over from camouflaging my AK-47 shotgun the other day. If you want to see that process, just look for a video on trap ratings titled something about shooting a crow, because I'm going to release that footage whenever I go shoot a crow. They're in season right now, it won't be long. Good. I like that color a lot. Alright, so I'm not going to bore you with a ton of footage of painting that, but obviously that coat has to dry. Got to give it another coat, flip it over, do the other sides, second coat, and we'll be done with that. So I think that's going to end this video, and that's a good thing because I just killed another battery because I've been filming a lot. I'm going to cut the clips up a lot so you're not going to see it all, but I just did film like an hour and a half of footage straight. So peace out, see you on the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Sorry it's been so long since the last video. I'll try not to, that was loud. I'll try not to leave any gaps like that in videos anymore. Sorry about that, bye.